beautiful dreamers, and welcome back for another video with your girl, Cailyn. Alright guys, so I wanted to bring you my updated brow tutorial. I haven't done one in a while and you guys were requesting it. And another reason why I really wanted to bring it to you, because I really wanted to show you about this new product that I've been rocking for the last several weeks that I'm absolutely in love with. And yeah, so at night, so before I even show you what I do to get my brows, like, let me move my hair out the way, to get my brows to look like this. At night, okay, let me fix that back because I have here the Model Supplies Brow Rapid Brow Grow. And it looks like a nail polish, but it's really not. It's made up of a bunch of different oils: castor oil, shea oil, jojoba oil, vitamin E oil, protein, and a bunch of other stuff. And what you would do is just apply this at night over your brow, and shortly you'll feel like a sensation. It's not burning or anything like that, but you definitely feel a sensation. And over time, you'll notice that your hair starts to grow back if you have sparse eyebrows. Now, no, I do not recommend you using this on your edges or anything. This is primarily for your brows. So I've definitely been using this at night and have seen a difference. So for my brows, what have I been using? I have been using, and please forgive me if I don't pronounce the name right, Cailyn, Cailyn. Cailyn, and it is this bad boy right here. Love her so much. And this is the Gelux Eyebrow Gel, and this color is in Coca. And this is the way it looks right here. I promise to do up close-up shots. I love this stuff. I love it because it's very thick. Love this one because it really emulates the color of my hair. And it has like a brown or like a more of a gray tone to it. It's like brownish gray. And what I like about it is that if you the way I apply it, it emulates hair. It doesn't look like they're not naturally my brows. Now, are they a little fuller than what your natural brows would be? Yes, but I absolutely adore it. I love this stuff. I love that it's really thick. So if I happen to randomly wipe my face, I don't have to worry about my my brows completely rubbing off my face. I'm in love with this stuff. What I love best about it is that I only use this one product on my brow. Get your life shut up. That is because in the past I've had to use pencils and then go in and fill it in with the gel cream and the ain't nobody got time for all those steps. I wanted one product that can do my entire brow, and that is what she does. Absolutely love her. The only other thing I want to share with you is the brushes. My main two brushes that I live for. I would just die without them. And the first one would be my spoolie brush. This is by e.l.f. Duo Brush, and it has the brush on this. It has the angle brush on this end and the spoolie on the other. The other brush is a Urban Decay, and I got this in my Naked 3 palette. This is the one that has like the eyeshadow brush on one end and the blending brush on the other. This I only use for my brows, and in the video you will see why. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you already know what to do. Leave them below. Love you so much, and I will see you in the very next video. Yes, protective style takedown, and loving it and seeing the results of the protective style and living for it and loving it. Yes, let's go on to the tutorial. Love you guys. Bye. Okay guys, so let's get started. This is my natural brows, and I'm showing you right now the sparse areas in both my brows. It's important to spend some time evaluating your brows, see where your strengths are and where your weaknesses are. You can see the sparseness in my brows, so that's one thing. The length of your brows should go from the inner part of your nose. You would just like go from the socket, the inner part of your nose. So that's where your brow should start. So focus on that area. And if you see the natural V of your eye, it creates a V. That's where you want the end of your brow
to extend to. Anything longer than that looks a little crazy. So you want that to end at your natural V of your eye. Now as far as your arch, you want your arch to be above the natural last 1/3 of the eye. So that's the first third. That's 1/3 right there. Like, okay, so go from the inner part of your eye, go up the natural V, and you want to go to the last 1/3 of the eye. That's where your natural arch is. Okay, so now I'm just going to comb through my brows because I want to show you guys that you need to spend a little bit of time learning your brows and seeing where your weaknesses are, where your strengths. And my strength and my natural arch is easily created with my hair being brushed down. Now yours might be brushed across, mine is down. So what I do is, now that I know that, I brush my hair back up. And this is, again, me just showing you where I'm going to fill in. This first third of my eyebrow, I'm going to completely leave alone. So I'm going to start right after the first 1/3 of the eyebrow. And I'm going to make a straight line until where it intercepts with my hair, with the top part of my brow line. So I'm going to create a straight line to where it intercepts. I'm going to go beyond it. And the reason why I'm going beyond it is because I don't want any doubts on where my natural arch should be. That's a very important. So don't go crazy, but make sure you extend that and then you fill above that line. What I'm going to do now is comb my hair over it. And this is important because you want your hair to be natural as much. You want the brow to look as natural as possible. Then you go on top of that. You kind of define the top line. And I'm doing the same thing. I'm going to where it intercepts, to where it's a straight line, and then I'm going to fill in any sparse areas at that time. And of course, brush through. You're going to see me brush through many times, so your spoolie does become your best friend. So now when you get to that part, you just want to curve those 2 points. Now you might say, this is why it's important, so because you don't want to go too far out, but you want to kind of define the natural arch of the brow. And then what you want to do is you want to take that and you want to create a V towards the end of the brow. And then you're just going to fill that in. Any sparse area, you're going to fill that in. And of course, brush, brush, brush. Now if you have any elongated hair, of course you can cut it or you can just use it that way. Okay, so let's go to the front part of my eyes. I'm just using this at the bottom to define the line, but I'm not going to do too much filling in this area. So this is just to show you define and where I'm going to extend it. Now I'm going to go back over the areas that I've already applied product because that's what I'm going to use to fill in that area. I'm not going to add any extra product to that area because we all know that we want the most natural beginning part of your brow. So you don't want it to be too heavy, but you also don't want it to be too naked either. So I'm not going to add any new product, and I'm just going to continue to brush through my brow and define it. Now I'm going into my matte concealers, and I'm using one that's my skin tone. I'm using one that's 2 times. So when I use both, I'm using 1.5. I'm showing you this because I'm only going to highlight the very front of my brow very lightly. Now, where underneath my arch, I'm going to highlight it like crazy. And the highlight does 3 things. It defines my brow. It helps me get a nice sharper brow as well as highlight. So the concealer serves pretty much 2 to 3 purposes for me. Now you notice that in the front, it's very little coverage of concealer, and that's done on purpose. Now I'm going to use just the skin tone concealer to define the top part of my brow. I'm not into the halo look, so I'm not using a concealer that's much lighter. I'm not looking for highlight on the top of my brow. I'm only looking for definition. And I'm just going to use the back of my amazing brush to blend that out. Now, here's your opportunity to where if you have any sparse areas, if you need to fill in anything, if you need to correct the shape, you could do that at this time. And of course, brush, brush, brush. That's very important, especially the beginning part. Now I'm going to use my Nyx Brow Control, and I love this gel. It's a clear, transparent gel, and it helps set the brow. The best part about it, it helps make the brow not look so artificial, and it really gives it more of a natural look because you're really defining the actual hairs that you have on your hair. I'm sorry, on your brow. And that is it. And you just use it to help you shape your brow, and that is pretty much it. That is how I get my brows to be on fleek for me. This works for me. I love this brow gel because I don't have to use powders and pencils. It's thick and dense enough to serve both purposes. I hope you enjoy it. This is how I do my brows. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you already know what to do. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the very next video. If you have any other requests, leave it below, and I'll see you in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.
Yeah.